So, we have our special speaker, specially invited guest, Mandy Moore. It has been my pleasure to spend the past week with Mandy Moore. Mandy is gracious, she is humble, and it is infectious. Yeah. Mandy tried her Cheyenne's roti, it went viral. Today we went to the beach, and she is continuing to support our Make It Stop campaign. She had her bacon shark, and that's infectious too, I think. So I would like to welcome actress, singer, humanitarian, PSI Global Ambassador, and now friend, Mandy Moore.
During my travels here in Trinidad over the past couple of days, people have asked me quite often why it is that I've chosen to become involved with PSI. And I have been. I've been a global ambassador for the past 5.5 years. I really believe it's because PSI bases its work on research and evidence. They measure impact by using marketing and franchising to reach people in a dignified and very, very effective way. I've seen so many incredible marketing campaigns from HIV prevention to malaria net distributions, and obviously just yesterday with the unfolding of the Make It Stop campaign here in Trinidad. And in each country and program that I visited, I've met with PSI staff who are all smart and innovative and could easily be working in the private sector and bringing their fantastic selves into the private sector, but instead they've chosen to sort of funnel their talents to help with global health. And of course, Trinidad is no exception. This week, I've had the good fortune of meeting with peer educators, Kimberly, who was just in that video we saw earlier, and Tyker, who are two women who bring their sass and smarts and sensitivity to discussing HIV prevention with youth. I also met with Liz, who has found some very creative solutions to the lack of funding for the shelter, a safe house rather for domestic violence survivors. But what PSI really excels in is taking the lessons that they've learned from their programs and their partners and applying them to new initiatives, something that Marina has already spoken about. For example, in launching its new initiative yesterday to end gender-based violence, PSI has asked its local partners who've already been working in the field what their needs were, and then launched this campaign to help reach those needs. Similarly, when working with corporate sponsors, PSI works to assess your objectives first, and then match with our priorities. So they're not a traditional NGO in that sense, and I think that's really what makes them so effective. PSI is also the perfect partner for corporations because it works like a business. Instead of measuring profits, though, we measure our health impact. And I really believe, and especially this belief has been solidified after this trip, that the future of health is obviously in partnerships because the lines are blurring between for-profit and non-profit, and that's good. And my hope is that we'll see more work with the private sector, especially here in Trinidad, in the future. So I encourage those of you here tonight to find someone from PSI Caribbean, start a conversation, and really figure out how your business can contribute to a healthier Trinidad. And I just want to say congratulations to PSI Caribbean on 10 fantastic years. Here's to many, many more. And I can't wait for my next trip here to see all of the progress that you guys have made. Thank you so much. Cheers.